You are standing on the precipice. The people you trusted most, the foundations you built your life upon, have crumbled into dust. The betrayal is a cold knife in your gut, and the silence that follows is deafening. Your mind screams for revenge, for despair, to simply collapse under the weight of this pain. But there is another way, an ancient protocol, forged in fire by Roman emperors and slaves, that can turn this betrayal into your greatest source of strength. Stay with me, and I will show you the path. Imagine a man named Leo in late 2025. He co-founded a Neuralink interface startup with his two closest friends. For 5 years, they built everything together. Sleepless nights, shared victories, a vision to change the world. 2 weeks before a billion-dollar acquisition, Leo discovered his partners had secretly reincorporated the company, using a legal loophole to dilute his shares to nothing. He was erased, not by enemies, but by brothers. The rage and despair he felt were a tidal wave, threatening to drown him. He is you. He is all of us who have ever been blindsided by a trust we never thought to question. This is the moment. The moment your character is forged, not broken. The first step of the protocol is to immediately halt the internal narrative of victimhood. Your mind wants to replay the betrayal on a loop, to paint yourself as the tragic hero. The Stoics call this refusing to add the second arrow. The first arrow is the betrayal itself, the factual event. The second arrow is the one you fire into your own back, the story of why it's unfair, how they are monsters, how your life is ruined. Your first duty is to drop the second arrow. Do not grant them the power to define your inner world. Next, you must draw a line of absolute sovereignty between what is within your control and what is not. Their actions, their choices, their disloyalty. These are external events. They belong to the realm of things outside your command, and to weep over them is as futile as weeping over a storm. Your judgment of the event, your response, your next move, this is your empire. This is where your power resides, unassailable and absolute. The betrayal happened. That is the weather. Your character in response is the fortress. Focus all your energy on fortifying the walls you actually command. Now, you must see the betrayal not as a catastrophe, but as a brutal form of instruction. This person, through their actions, has given you a gift, the gift of clarity. They have shown you their true nature. They have removed themselves from your life, freeing up your energy and attention for those truly worthy of it. The Stoics practiced a kind of alchemy, turning every obstacle into fuel. This betrayal is fuel. It is data. It is a lesson in human nature that you could not have learned any other way. Thank them silently for the education. Your fourth task is to reclaim your narrative through purposeful action. Do not hide in the shadows, nursing your wounds. Betrayal makes you feel powerless. Action is the antidote. Channel the energy of your pain into a physical or creative endeavor. Build something. Train your body. Master a new skill. Let the fire that could have consumed you be redirected to temper a stronger, more capable, and more self-reliant version of yourself. Your success, your peace, your unwavering progress. This becomes your silent, unassailable reply. Here is your practical protocol starting today. For the next 7 days, you will undertake the Betrayal Recalibration Challenge. On day 1, you will write a single sentence describing the factual event, without any emotional language, just the facts. Day 2, you will identify one area of your life you neglected because of this relationship, and you will spend 1 hour reclaiming it. Day 3, you will perform one act of physical rigor, a long run, a heavy workout, to remind your body of its strength. Day 4, you will practice indifference by writing down the worst-case scenario of this betrayal, and then next to it, writing how you could still build a meaningful life from that point. Day 5, you will delete or archive all digital triggers, old messages, photos that fuel the emotional loop. Day 6, you will do something kind for someone else, without expecting anything in return, to reconnect with your capacity for goodness. And on day 7, you will write a final private note. This event was my instructor. I have learned its lessons. My focus is now forward. You have been given a weapon. Will you use it to wound yourself, or to carve out a new, unshakable version of you? The choice is yours and yours alone. The path of the Stoic is not for the weak. It is for those who have been broken and chosen to rebuild themselves with stronger materials. If you're ready to walk this path, subscribe to this channel. And in the comments, I want you to declare which step of the 7-day challenge you will start with today. State your intention, make it real. Your new chapter begins now.